Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk to you about laminate flooring because it's an extremely popular choice amongst do-it-yourselfers today because it's very easy to install and it looks good and it's actually pretty inexpensive. The question and answer that I wanted to give you today is laminate flooring green? What are the sustainability characteristics of laminate flooring? And we're going to explore that question by looking at an actual plank and looking at what it's made out of. Here I have this laminate from IKEA. It's a gray plank, and in this case it doesn't have a picture of wood or tile or stone on it. It's just plain gray, and it really fits into the modern aesthetic that I like. So that's what that is. But let's look at it from the back. This layer over here, this gray stuff that you see, that is the underlayment, which is attached right to this board, and this is unusual. Actually, this IKEA laminate flooring is one of the only ones that I know that has the underlayment attached right to the board. Usually what you have to do is buy the underlayment separately and lay it down, and then you lay down the planks. And then this layer right here is a cellulose paper that is drenched with melamine, and melamine is a product that has formaldehyde, so this off gases, and so that's a strike against laminate. Now the next layer, which is hard to see, is this one right here. That is the actual core layer, which is really the thickest layer of laminate, and that is usually made out of MDF, which is medium density fiber, or HDF, which is high density fiber. And MDF and HDF are made with binders that off-gas formaldehyde. So, strike number 2. Now, the next 2 layers of this material, there is the graphic layer, which is where you would normally see a picture of wood or tile or stone. And then the top layer, which is this shiny layer, it's called the wear layer, and that's it makes it waterproof and durable, and so that it won't wear down. And that layer also contains melamine, which off-gases formaldehyde. Now keep in mind, these materials are mixed in with resins, which kind of keeps the formaldehyde off-gassing to a minimum. So it's not off-gassing a ton of VOCs and formaldehyde into your air, but it is doing some. So it's off-gassing a little bit. So as you can see, laminate flooring isn't necessarily green, but you can find laminate flooring that is more green than others. For example, you can find laminate flooring that doesn't off-gas as much, so that they use materials that don't contain formaldehyde. And then you can also find laminate flooring that is made out of recycled content, so that MDF or HDF is actually made out of recycled wood, sawdust, and things like that. So in some cases you can make the product a little bit greener. Another strike against this laminate floor is that it is, you can't sand it down. It doesn't last forever. So when it wears down, you can't do anything but take it to the landfill and replace it with another plank. So basically it's not like a real wood floor, which if it gets damaged or it gets a spill or something happens to it, you can always sand it down and just keep it, and it'll last forever. But laminate is not like that. And the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is the fact that it has a high embodied energy, which means it takes a lot of energy to make laminate because it involves a lot of heat and pressure to actually bind all these materials together. So as you can see, laminate is actually kind of a complicated material. It's not a very simple material. There's a lot that goes into it, and I know that it's a really good cheap alternative to, let's say, real wood or real tile and real stone, but it comes with a lot of baggage, as you can see. It's a complicated product, and it comes with a complicated sustainability story. So I would say it's not really a sustainable product, and I would recommend, if you want to go green, to get a real wood floor, and specifically a bamboo floor, because bamboo is rapidly renewable. It's actually a grass that grows very quickly and is replaced very quickly. Or go with linoleum, which is a product that I talked about in my other blog. So laminate, I mean, if you really are committed to doing laminate in your house, please look for a laminate that has recycled content and that uses materials that don't off-gas the formaldehyde.